So before we start writing our first JavaScript program, I'm gonna move this to the right, something like this. And also I'm gonna move the browser over here. I'm gonna make some space so we can see the code, and also we can see the browser in the same window. So if you don't have any experience with JavaScript, I'm gonna show you a quick example of something that can be done in JavaScript but cannot be done in HTML by itself. For example, I'm gonna create a div with the ID welcome. Then all the code that you write in JavaScript is going to be added inside a tag called script, and close the script. So this is going to be really similar if you already have experience working with CSS. In CSS you declare the styles like this. In the case of JavaScript, it's going to be in the script tag. So then I'm going to add something like name. We're gonna add let. You don't have to worry at the moment to understand what is exactly let. We're building the first program in JavaScript, and we're gonna add let name is going to be equal to prompt. And we're gonna ask the visitor, what is your name? And if you save this, you can see that we have this window, and this is asking us what is your name. So the prompt function that we have here is going to print this. And if you're using a different browser, Safari, Edge, or Firefox, chances are that this window may be a little different, but the functionality is going to be the same. It's going to ask a question, and you will have this input where you can write something. So everything that you type here is going to be added into this function. And in this example, I want to print this text inside this welcome tag. So we're going to add something like document, and we're going to add something called the get element by ID. This is going to be the way that you select an ID. So for example, we can select this welcome, and we're going to use something called inner HTML. This is going to be a function that is going to select one of these variables. For example, let's say that I type my name here, Juan, and my name is going to be saved into this variable. The way that you take these variables and you insert these variables into HTML, in JavaScript is going to be using the function inner HTML. So finally, I'm going to add inner HTML equals to name. So this way, we are grabbing the value that we're inserting into the prompt, into the variable called name, and then we're inserting this into the div with the ID welcome. So let's reload this, and I'm going to add Juan, and you can see that we have Juan into the HTML. We can make this example a little better. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to click on Shift Tab to make this a little to the left. And right here I'm going to add single quotes, welcome, and right here I'm going to add a plus sign, and I'm going to add something like this. So save this, and I'm going to add my name, Juan, and you can see we have welcome, Juan. If you already have experience working with JavaScript, this may look like a silly example, but this is something where JavaScript is really good, adding interaction to our websites. So this is something that cannot be done just by adding HTML or CSS. You will need JavaScript to add this level of interaction. So before we finish, I'm gonna create a new file. Normally you will host your JavaScript code into the ROM file. So for example, I'm gonna call this one app.js. JS is going to be the extension to save JavaScript code. When you have an style sheet, you save this in .css. When you are working with HTML, you save this as .html. In JavaScript, it's going to be .js. And I'm going to close this. Finally, I'm going to move that code. So we're going to select this, cut, and paste this into the app.js. Then I'm going to open again the index.html. And right here, before the closing or this greater than character, I'm going to add src. Then we're going to add equals, double quotes or single quotes, and I'm going to add app.js. So this is going to be the way that you link your JavaScript file into your HTML. So then I'm gonna remove the space that we have here, save this, save the app.js, and you can see, for example, if I have my name here, Juan, everything is going to work as expected. So in the next video, we're gonna continue working. We're gonna take a look at the Chrome console. The Chrome console is going to be really helpful when we are working with JavaScript. So let's continue in the next video.